And in this position, black plays the move rook to d2. Now that is not the move, but I gotta set it up. The threat is obviously to take the pawn on b2, potentially come back, remove the knight from guarding this pawn, and promote. So white naturally defends the pawn. But white doesn't defend the pawn at all because black plays the absolutely ludicrous move rook takes b2. Now you're saying, what the hell is that? The guy just hangs his rook, knight takes b2. What is this all about? Well, here's the thing, c3. And now you would think that the pawn needs two squares to either take and promote or push and promote, and white just obviously has enough time to prevent this. But it's actually not so clear because rook takes b6 is played in the game. Now if white had played the move knight to d3, then after the simple check, rook b6, in this position c takes d3. Two pawns on the 6th or 3rd rank that stand side by side cannot be stopped by a rook. If you just leave them against the rook, you can leave them against other people as well, but not against the rook. But in this position, white chose to take on b6 to have c takes b2, rook takes, and c2 here. And white must have thought, well, I'm all good. But then came the final punch, c4. You see, white was already wobbly on the 2 feet, getting rocked with a couple of punches, but was gonna recover. But then came c4, but even that wasn't the end of the story, because here, white played the move rook to b4. And now if you push, there is this, and if this, then this. So what? So now here comes a5. Knight takes c4, because if rook takes c4, cb, and you cannot prevent me, right? Uh-oh. So knight takes c4, and now rather than taking the rook and stopping your dreams of making a queen, you continue to push. The knight and the rook can now not prevent you from making a queen, so white needs to scramble to get as much as possible for that queen. And that actually doesn't look so bad. Rook, knight, pawn, that's 9 points for a queen. However, there's this move. And now, if the rook stands around defending the knight, then there would be the absolutely brutal geometric motif check, king g1, queen d1, and a fork of your king and rook.